Welcome to Paws and Pals. Today we have with us our pals, Humane Society of Lebanon County. We have Jill Boyd, who is the receptionist there and also a foster mom. Yes. And we have Abby, who is the animal care tech. So welcome, ladies. Lovely to have you guys here on Paws and Pals. First of all, we have a rambunctious crew here for sure. And little babies. Do you want to talk about who we have here?
Okay, yes. So who we have here, this one here is Wigglesworth. And
he's a wiggly one.
They're
for
all
sure.
And they're all girls. Yes.
Oh, they're all girls. She's a wiggly one.
Yes.
Okay.
So Wigglesworth is here. And
she's like, how dare you?
Her sister is here. This is Whiskersworth.
Okay.
And they are about between 10 and 11 weeks old.
And they're related.
They are related.
My goodness.
They came from the same litter. And then the other two are smaller ones here. We have 6-Speed and So Happy. They are about 5 to 6 weeks old.
Oh my gosh. It's really interesting to see that they're related, but they're so different. This one's more longer haired, and this one's more shorter haired, Wigglesworth and Whiskersworth. So love to see that. Now, we did want to talk about something very important as we're seeing, an influx of kittens and cats. We talk about this a lot on Paws and Pals, but it's something that we do need to remind people because sometimes they might not know when you see a cat out there or kittens out there. So can you talk about kidnapping and what that means?
So kidnapping is when someone finds a litter of kittens in their yard and they want to just go over and grab them right away because they're cute, these cute little things that are meowing. But more than likely, their mama is around. She is a feral mom, more than likely, and she's not going to come around if you are around.
Absolutely.
She's scared.
Yeah,
yes.
absolutely.
And the kittens, their best chance of survival is to be with their mom. Wow. Mom does everything for them, feeds them, bathes them, helps them go to the bathroom, and if you take them away from mom, then that's something that we have to do at the shelter as a foster family.
Okay, look at Whiskersworth. She's just so chill. Yeah, she's like, keep talking, keep talking.
I'm really surprised.
Yeah. She's so good right now. We won't disrupt her Zen moment here. But also, that's very important. When should people intervene?
Usually between 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. Once the kittens are eating solid food on their own, then they don't need mom.
And how do they know how old they are? What are some signs to look for if they see kittens out there, like in their backyard?
So,
or something?
All depending on the size. If their eyes are still blue, they are too young to be away from their mom. And their ears are usually kind of tucked down, and they have short little tails. But usually once their eyes start to turn maybe green, then they are ready to kind of be on their own.
You are a foster mom, Jill, so can you talk about all of the benefits and the joys around it? Because a lot of times people say, hey, I don't have enough time, I don't have the space, but maybe you have enough space for a cat or a kitten or a puppy or a dog,
Absolutely.
What are some of the things that you've experienced as a foster mom?
So just the joy in taking care of these little guys.
Watching them grow.
Oh my gosh, it's just so fun, and really they don't need a lot of space. Even if you just have a bathroom or just a small bedroom or anything, that's all they need. They just need food.
Oh my God, look at Whiskers.
Litter box.
Oh, I'm dying. So that's basically all you need. And if a foster parent needs a little bit of assistance or guidance, you guys are there to help.
Absolutely.
Right?
We provide everything for foster families. All the food, everything that the kittens would need, all the supplies, and any medical treatment too. If there is a medical kitten that you have that needs medical treatment, we take care of all that, and we do the vaccines. Once they are 12 weeks old, then they are old enough to be spayed or neutered.
Okay.
And then once that happens, then they go right onto our adoption floor.